what is some of the challenges that first-time home buyers that you have to help them through, help them identify, and help them move on so that they're prepared for this market?
I don't know if I'm going to answer that question specifically, but what I do to address and to help all of my buyers, but I do find that it helps the first-time home buyers tremendously, is that I have a buyer's consultation with all my clients. I was blessed to help my son buy a home a couple of years ago, and I told some people that he was coming into my office to do the buyer's consultation. And they said, "It's your kid. Why are you doing that?" I said, "Because he's not a realtor. He's never bought a home before.
Right.
It doesn't matter that he's my son." So to speak to what you're asking, for my first-time home buyers, I have them come in and we discuss the whole process from beginning to end. It can be a short period of time if the
Right.
client doesn't have a lot of questions, or it can take a couple of hours, and I work at my client's pace. With regards to the market, I help them to recognize that it takes a full team. It's not just myself that
Right.
takes them out and opens doors and magically they get the home. So I surround myself with good people in the process too.
Yeah.
And like I said before, managing expectations, because there's highs and lows, and as you go through the process, you're going to experience a lot of emotion, but really at the end of the day, as you said, closing is the most important part, so keeping people focused on that.
Because I have to work with the numbers, and oftentimes people have payment shock, what they think the house is going to cost them. Because they're using these online calculators that ignore mortgage insurance, have low rates, and aren't realistic in what they're going to get on that, what that payment's going to be on the house.
Right.
And I have to come in. I mean, I oftentimes have people say, "Well, I want to buy a $500,000 house. I don't want my payment to be $2,000 a month."
$1,200.
Okay. Yeah, that's not going to happen. That's not going to happen. I mean, the taxes are $1,200.
Right.
On some of these houses. So I have to manage those expectations, or open their mind and say, "Hey, what you want this, but this is what the payment's going to be.
Right.
Where do you want to end up?
Right.
Or how can how do we manage that?
Agreed.
And those things." And that's the consultation side that I have with them, is to walk them
Right.
through all that, walk them through what their cash to close is going to be, so we can set the expectations to what that payment might look like and what that cash to close is. And my rule of thumb is I try to under promise and over deliver.